would you have 13 and over?
Alright, let me know when they got the thing.
Well, it's fine. You can have a 13 and over. Just add another one for 18 and over and another
It's
one
like
for
13
21 and
and
over.
18.
Alright, there it is.
Yeah, if you have an area, like,
Close.
some places, of course, do the whole, like, 12 and under is considered a child and gets a
Right.
discounted ticket. And this is the child's play area or something,
Yeah.
child activities or area or whatever.
Alright, we have
That's
the video up.
Okay.
You
Check
can
YouTube.
get, hey, guess what? Guess how many colors of bands there can be?
There's a lot.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
So I've got YouTube up.
Yeah, Facebook is up. We're good. I'm not gonna re-spam everybody again because it's kind of late in the game.
Hold on.
All right, guys, so we are back live. Please tell your friends. We had some kind of signal issue, and hopefully this will work better.
Yes, please.
Facebook got all kinds of fuckiness.
It sure did. So yeah, we got at least 2 people watching right now.
There we go. 180 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
Woot.
yeah, if you're watching this now, please share this around to your fellow Wastelanders. Please share this to group pages too, because I already did that. I don't want to do it again because it kind of takes a lot out of my time to share this format.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate that we had to restart a whole stream. So again, we apologize. We don't know what happens, but hey, freak accidents happening with technology, and our technology isn't the best, but it works.
Welcome to streaming in the apocalypse.
Yeah, we're doing this Wasteland style. So yeah, fucking Nuclear. Great food, great people. A lot more space, even though I kind of wish we had the actual main hall area.
Yeah.
But give it time when we get enough people and we can actually get away with more ticket sales. We could probably work our way more into the other bigger room.
Yeah.
And to where we actually have a fucking stage.
Which, we had a little bitty stage, and we had the voice of God show up, and we had people like, hey, how you doing? So if it gets posted, you'll see that I commented this. I had the idea of next year, us doing like a red carpet show, where
Yes.
So apparently there's a jelly bean machine beer.
interesting.
I want to try it.
Of course you want to try it, you sick fuck.
Yeah. So like kind of doing like an Oscars red carpet thing where people are showing up. It's like, hey, who designed your outfit? What part of the waste are you coming from? When was the last time you were here?
Oh, fuck me.
Like red carpet interviews. And
Yeah.
I love the idea of it.
Yeah, no, I like that idea for sure. We need to have a special place, a special area. Like if you want to participate in that,
Yeah.
we'll get you all set up.
But yeah, fucking yeah. For those who are curious about NorCal events, or in general, whether you're not from the NorCal area and want to do NorCal Wasteland events, I highly recommend doing Nuclear. It's just a one-night event.
Yeah.
So I recommend crashing with a fellow NorCal Wastelander if you're coming from a different area, or try to get a hotel or motel room.
Yeah.
Or there's other Wastelanders around here. If you know someone, see if you can crash with them.
Yep.
So
Plan accordingly.
yeah. So Santos is going. Is Hatter going to Rust and Fire, where his whole 19-year-old story started?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do plan on attending.
Yes,
I think it's next week.
It is literally next weekend, and hopefully I should be able to be there for the first time ever since I missed out on the last one.
Yes, we're all 3 of us are going, and we're bringing Tin Horn.
Yeah, Tin Horn, and yeah, Tin Horn's coming with us. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Yeah. You two got to work out like
It will be
planning and stuff.
Tin Horn's first.
First official Wasteland event because he worked
Where he's not
security
working.
at Nuclear
Yeah,
last
he worked
year.
security at Nuclear last year, and that's how he got introduced. I mean, he already knows about Wasteland because of us, of course.
Yeah.
But that's how he got introduced to seeing it, a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And so Tin Horn is one of those that we're slowly converting over to being in the Wasteland.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, Cowfuckers.
I mean, I think the vibe already fits his personality, especially like the custom cars. He would go nuts over a lot of those.
Let's see, Cowfuckers got to come to Texas. Steven the Cowfuckers, next Wasteland will have Skylink at camp for live broadcast from the cow patty.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh, I'll try again. Once we get to the Uncle Zeke's topic, I got a lot to share.
Oh yeah, if anybody gets Skylink, I mean, we would be interested in checking that out.
Fuck yeah.
I've definitely thought about doing Skylink myself, just because it would allow us to be live just about anywhere. But I don't know what it costs and how good it is, and I haven't really done the research yet. But yeah, if you guys have it and you want to bring it for us to test out, I'll gladly.
Fuck yeah. So I think about wraps up the nuclear topic.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about Fire Rust and let's talk about the events to come right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the age. Well, again, we keep calling it Fire and Rust. That's not its name. It's the Age of Rust and Fire.
Yes.
It's run by Septic Tank, I believe, right?
Yes.
And Zeke showed up.
Yes. So. Tell us what you experienced the last time you were there.
So, in many ways, So I went to one event. I don't know if it was its first event ever, but it's a relatively new event. What I went to was either its first year or its second year, one of the two. And it's held on a fairgrounds, on a venue that is often a Renaissance Fair venue. A lot of the vendors were Renaissance Fair people who tried to bring out appropriate theme stuff for Mad Max.
Yeah.
We only had a few people, maybe 10 to 20 people that were Wastelanders who went. The rest, the entire event was probably around 100 or so people. I would say like 20 or so of them had been to Wasteland at some point, and then the rest were a lot of people who had only ever done Renaissance fairs. Okay. So it definitely has potential.
So it's like a little mixed breed of like Ren Fair and Wasteland.
Yeah, but it has potential to bring in a lot of converts to Wasteland. It has potential to introduce new people to the event. You can camp out at the event. I did not camp out. I only went for the one day. But I believe you can show up as early as like Thursday and camp Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you have to be out of there Sunday.
Yeah, but from what the event is telling me, it's just a Saturday, Sunday event.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so you can show up as early as Friday then, probably.
Probably, I'm not sure. From what September is telling me about this event, it's going to be really big. It's in the same place as others before, over in Red Bluff. And he's bringing the gladiator cages.
Yes. So last time I went, they had the gladiator cages set up, but that particular event, because of COVID and everything, was running in like, I want to say it was June.
Yeah, it was in summer.
Mm-hmm.
Of like 2020. And it was over 100 degrees out there. And so they ended up only doing one gladiator match. And the gladiators about dropped from heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
And so that was the only match they did. And so I got to watch that one match, but that was it. I didn't actually get to get in recordings of it or do much. But
Hopefully
I
we
did
can
get to
change
sit
that.
and talk with Septic Tank and find out a bit more about the event.
Yeah.
The event itself, like I said, was mostly vendors. It was an all-age event, so they had an area for activities for the kids. So if you have, little ones, what do we call them? War pups?
Yeah,
war pups.
War pups.
If you have war pups, bring them. They're allowed.
It is a family event, I believe. Yes.
And so they had a little kids activity area where you could drop your kids off and go enjoy some stuff. They had a costume contest. They had food. They had mead. They had lots of vendors with weapons and different things.
Buttons just comment about this. It's like It's basically what I said. It's basically a mashup of Ren Fair and the Apocalypse, and she believes with a bit more practice and participation, it has potential.
Yeah, Buttons and Pockets both showed up with
and
me
it
the
was
first
hot.
time. Yeah, it was god awful hot.
Like I don't know. I've never been to Red Bluff. I just know it's it's bumfuck north of California.
It was
there's NorCal, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing over in this area of California?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, even though Sacramento is technically part of Northern California, we're still another 6 hours from the border of Oregon.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more north from us.
Well, here's the thing. We're like the last major city in California. There's us, and then there's San Diego.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Everything past that is just little towns.
Yeah. True.
Farms and shit. But yeah, I'm really excited to check this out for the first time. It's actually quite affordable to get in if you just want to go there for the day. It's $10. I believe they have like a after VIP area. I think it's like $30.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they do have an after-hours party.
Yeah.
I got invited to that for free when I went. That was where the whole story starts with the
19-year-old.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I met lots of people at the after-hours party, and 2 of them were also some 19-year-old girls who were flirting with me. But whatever.
Hey.
I was not trying to flirt. I did not get their numbers. Nothing like that.
No, he was just swinging that big dick of his, like, "Hey, I'm gonna be mayor someday."
God damn it.
So, I'm sorry, I know it's like I played. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to stick around for the after hours, and whether we pay or not, we were actually we were trying to see if Septic Tank could join us today to talk more about his event, but unfortunately he was on the road. But if he's ended up, sorry, I just had a message from Mackie Mac. I kind of misread it. What he said was, "Your boy is wrapping a carpet." I thought he said, "Your boy's eating carpet."
Who's munching on carpet?
Apparently, Mackie Mac.
Mackie, apparently.
Being fancy, Mackie loves you. Anyway.
God damn it.
Anyway, so yeah, we're looking forward to this event. Again, look up the Age of Rust and Fire. It's over in Red Bluff. It's literally very north of California, past Sacramento, and it's even past like Yuba City, Marysville, Oroville, etc.
Yeah, it's going to be like a 2-hour drive for
God.
us.
Yeah,
just
for
from here.
2.5 hours for Sacramento people.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure I have extra battery charge, because on the road for 2.5 hours, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. And I'm not driving. God damn it.
No, Tin Horn's supposed to drive us home.
Yes, we're going up to get him.
Santa goes, he named them Rust and Fire, Mr. VIP.
Yeah, so, like, just to give you guys the basic backstory, because we talked about this last year. I showed up we talked about this when it first happened. I showed up at Rust and Fire when it happened. It was like 2020. Septic Tank invited us all out
Yeah.
and said, "I would love for you guys to come check out this event." We had only just barely started Wasteland Talk at the time.
Yeah, this was still like maybe like what, season 1?
Yeah, this was definitely season 1.
Where we still just had the couch.
Yeah, and
a cardboard sign.
We weren't super well known.
No.
We hadn't done Wasteland again yet. We were still mid-pandemic.
This was just basically
Stuff
still
was
us
still
bullshitting,
getting
just
pushed
trying to
back
fucking
because of
hang out with the
COVID,
community.
Yeah.
And so Septic Tank messages us and says, "Hey, could you guys talk about this event on your next episode? Matter of fact, I'd love for you guys to come out." And Commodore ended up having to work.
Something. I didn't work. Something happened to me. Like I just couldn't go. I
Yeah.
think I was out of town myself.
Maybe, yeah,
Something.
something happened. But
Yes, we were at the movies.
Yeah!
you guys were doing.
I was in
your movies
LA.
thing.
Yeah,
That's
I was in
what
LA.
it
I went to the movies.
Movies pop up in LA.
Pop up.
That's what it was.
It was in
That's what you
July.
guys were doing.
Yeah.
So it was in July.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we were at Disneyland for its birthday.
Yeah. So we were in
Okay.
SoCal. Because
So
like
that
I
was when
bought
it was,
tickets
yeah.
to this movies thing way in advance. So like I went and done my thing.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's
Before
what
we
it was.
found
Okay.
out about Age of Rust and Fire.
So I ended up going by myself, and when I got there, they had a ticket price,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like $10 for general admission, and I was like, "That's fine, I'll buy that. No big deal, you know." Septic Tank had gone out of his way to invite us, and so a lot of people always ask me things like, now this is one of those what do you call them, humble brags?
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, why don't you just get into stuff for free?" And I'm like, "No, because I like supporting stuff that I enjoy."
Yeah.
So for something like Rust and Fire, it's like it's $10 to get in. I'm gonna pay the $10. It's
Yeah.
not that much.
No.
And it helps them run the
Yeah.
event.
Exactly. Because I would like to see events like this keep going. And
So-
if something as little as like something me paying my part, I will do that.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like Nuke Yule. Like
Yeah.
Nuke Yule. Okay, so I was gifted a ticket for Nuke Yule.
Yeah.
But I still showed up and helped build the entire event. I got there early and helped with the decorations.
Nice. Like shit, I worked there and I still had to pay my ticket.
Yeah, I mean, he was DJ and he still bought a ticket.
Yeah.
Fortunately enough, we did entertainers did a tip system, and I had a couple people who were generous enough to send tips my way.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, we always, I mean, you'll see us at a lot of stuff where we show up early, we help build, we help set up.
Yeah.
But still, we'll pay for tickets, we'll buy patches, we'll buy music from the bands. Like, we want to support our community.
Yeah, that's why for Nuclear, I bought a Nuclear shirt. I bought Nuclear patches.
I didn't have the money early, but when I got to the event, since I was finally working again, that's why I bought the patches that I did. Because I wanted to support the event.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, they gifted me a free ticket, but I showed up and helped set up the event.
Yeah.
You know, just to make sure that I did my part. So it was the same thing with Age of Rust and Fire. I bought a $10 ticket, and then they gave me the VIP treatment all day.
Yeah.
And I got gifted a VIP wristband to stay later for the event. And so that was something that they did on their own. I would have bought a VIP pass if I had known it was a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't. When I went up to the gate and they said, "Hey, would you like to come in?" I was like, "Yeah, I'd like general admission." Okay, cool. It's $10. They didn't say, "Hey, we also have a VIP for $25 or whatever it was."
And here's what it does.
And here's what it does. No, they didn't really tell me that. So I just bought the general admission. And then as soon as they were like, "Okay, what name should we put on the general admission?" I'm like, "Hatter." And they're like, "Oh, you're Hatter. You're the VIP newscast. We got to call Septic Tank and this other guy that run the event and let them know that you're here." Oh, cool. And then they're like, "Oh, because you're that, we're going to upgrade you for free to our VIP pass." You know, and so I paid for the general admission and they upgraded me to the VIP pass for free.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to talk about what?
No, continue.
I thought you said hold on.
No.
Uncle Zeke's Nuclear Winter.
Yep. Oh God.
Now, I was the only one. This is the time where I only went. Not Hatter going out doing things by himself. I was by myself for this one, and how might have been what?
Sorry, I tip my favorite DJs even when he drinks out of a sippy cup. Santos. I actually have sippy cups. I got a Vegeta one. It's awesome.
So,
finally the good stuff. Talking about us. Yeah, thank you for him coming back in one piece.
wait, who says that?
The cowfuckers.
Oh, yes. Oh, and I have lots to say with the cowfuckers. Oh, it was quite the experience. Now, I will begin with this. Again, thank you, Dawn, for being my ride there and back.
Yes.
It was quite the experience. I'm glad I got to know you better.
Mm-hmm.
The truck was interesting. Beautiful fucking truck. It's a V8, too.
Yeah.
Like, real classic rare engine. And it had a little bit of issues here and there, but it got us to point A to point B.
Oh yeah, it's like a 92. So I mean, it's got its fair amount of miles on it for
Yeah.
sure.
We had a lot of quite the selection of music through Spotify and whatnot.
Cool.
Well, we enjoyed ourselves nonetheless because we know these music. And like, okay, we could jam to this. And my knees were hitting my chin when I was in the truck.
Yeah.
Because I am a giant.
Yeah.
Which people are still having a hard time realizing this until they meet me in person.
Yeah.
Because on TV, I don't look tall.
We
And then they
look
meet
very
you in-
similar height.
But yeah, people think you're the tall one out of the two of us.
Yeah.
How did I need a step stool in this house?
Yes, I am the giant out of everybody here.
I'm like
There's a reason
5'8",
Yeah, he's 5'8". I'm
which
6'.
is average height.
5'8"?
It is.
You're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
Are we about the same height?
I won't say it's average, but
It is though.
It is.
It is average height.
5'7", 5'8" is
If
about
you look
average.
at statistics, it is average height. So what I'm saying is my height is not special. Your height is 6'3".
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm above average.
Yeah, you're above that.
One of the few things where I am above average. So
Fucking hell.
we get there.
I've got average height, but way above average ego.
Here's the thing. We get to the gate.
Yes.
The gate's chained up and closed. I'm like, this meeting, I thought they were going to open up on Thursday at 10 a.m. We got there at 11, but we looked up. They open up at noon.
Oh shit.
I didn't know this. So I called up someone from Uncle Zeke's saying, "Hey, I didn't know it was 12. I thought it was 10 a.m. and I'm here because I'm a DJ for the event."
Yeah. So yeah.
So he was like,
Just throw that out.
"Check the lock." And I'm like, I look at the lock. One of the main lock that connects the two chains was like just holding them together, wasn't closed.
Ah.
So I just pulled it off and just opened it up and then closed it back. And he told me to actually close it up.
Okay.
And he even gave me the code in case I need to go in and out.
Oh.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
The same combination I have on my luggage.
Exactly. That's always the code.
Yeah.
1,
So-
2, 3, 4, 5.
We get there. He showed me where I was camping at because I camped with the cowfuckers. Cowfuckers decide to camp in the bumfuck back of the event. We're like, no, not even the back. It's like a hoof
Well.
to where no vehicle can enter this area.
Oh God.
So I had to drag a lot of my shit by foot.
Oh God.
And we had a W that day too, so I couldn't even set my shit up. So it was just standing there as is, and I'm the only one that's there. Fucking cowfuckers are still on the plane, in the air, like legit flying ass cow, until they landed in California.
Flying cows.
Apparently, one of them has security troubles, but I won't get into that.
God damn.
It's a joke. So I was basically just hanging out at the castle, the bar, in like hard structure away from
Yeah.
W.
Mm-hmm.
And finally it died down a bit to where I was able to set everything back up, but then the W came back. And it's like around the time I had to go and DJ because I was DJing for the kickoff night. And I was waiting for Pistol, who was in charge of the sound equipment and whatnot, to set up equipment and make sure we test sound, make sure everything was working.
Yes.
And by the time, like, we got shit, we were, like, on it. And so, we got everything going. We tested sound to make sure it wasn't too loud for the neighborhood. And then since we were, like, everything's good, it's about a half hour till 8 o'clock. So, let's just go. So I just started playing. Cowfucker showed up around that day. Getting to be familiar with the... Now, mind you, it's a good spot.
Okay, there we are.
Great ground. It's a little hilly.
Yeah.
Well, we have like this gazebo-looking structure has a view of the shitty creek.
Yeah, it's the Renaissance Fair that it's at is right next to the Santa Ana riverbed. It's technically kind of a marshland, and I would say it's badly polluted, so it does not look great.
But yeah, there's a couple of cowfuckers who are known to go and swim in that shit. Literally.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
So
That water is polluted.
So I was pretty much giving the jokes to the cowfucker and like, oh yeah, right now we have a lovely structure and a good view to where we see so and so skinny dipping in the fucking river while we have a good drink.
That's actually my hometown. I grew up there. I attended that Renaissance Fair for 15 years. Or not just attended, but worked that Renaissance Fair for 15 years.
Nice.
I would not recommend playing in that water. It is
Oh, hey!
polluted and gross.
Darwin Bryan's here. Sup, dude? I got to see him at fucking Uncle Zeke's. We're actually talking about Uncle Zeke's, dude. Yeah, he was a cool fucking dude. I got to see him a few times. I get to see him a whole lot, but I'm glad I was able to see him at least in person. We had a good drink toast and whatnot. He checked out my set.
Very cool.
Sally wasn't able to play a song that he wanted because I was already in closing of my. I was closing up, and I was always trying to get through a couple of requests as is.
Gotcha.
It happens, and I always feel bad, but it just happens. But yeah, so everybody, all the cowfuckers get there. They set up their area. Apparently, we're supposed to be camping with another tribe. I can't remember what they're called. They're called like the fucking Claw Moons or some shit. I don't know. They're some band, some tribe I've never heard of. I'm pretty sure one of the cowfuckers can elaborate the name.
Yeah.
Anyways, we kind of party hardy.
Kinda.
I kinda.
No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mama cowfucker is a different story.
Mama cow.
Ooh, yeah.
I got some stories
Nightcrawler.
there.
Mind you, I warned her I'm probably
Nightcrawler?
going to talk about... Nightcrawler. Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I
Nightcrawler.
thought it was something like that because it reminded me of an X-Men character.
Were they a
Nightcrawler.
French circus?
What?
Were they a French circus?
Seriously.
Good shout out. Good shout out.
They say
Nerd! Nerd!
They tried to say they would out-party us.
No. No.
Nuclear Nightcrawler.
They're the ones that they're the ones that are still in their tents, and we're just up in like the crack of dawn chit chatting, and we're saying some weird fucking shit. And we're like, oh, I hope our neighbors are okay, and some of them are like, we hear everything he said.
Yeah, and
I'm just saying, with a name like Nightcrawlers, you should be a French circus.
seriously.
We're a flying circus. Either
And,
way.
and if you don't get that reference, well, then maybe you're just not
So
nerdy enough.
now, I warned Cow Mama that I was going to be talking some stuff on this show. She even encouraged it a bit. She was a little embarrassed, but luckily it's not as bad as it was led on to be, and she took care of herself after that. So I'll start out with this, and then it gets explained later. She wakes up in beliefs that she has soiled herself.
That's never fun.
And she's like, this and that. We later found out it wasn't. From what it looks like, she spilt. She passed out with a drink in her hand, and it just spilled all over the fucking place, including herself.
That happens.
I mean, some people, we know that if you drink too much, sometimes you might wake up with a wet bed.
Yeah.
Because you basically, pissed yourself while you were passed out drunk.
Well, we were giving her quite the hard time because it was an interesting event for her. So, but when she found out it wasn't what it was, and it was like, okay, cool. And she made us all these really interesting Bloody Marys. Now she kept like, I'm gonna show you how to make a Bloody Mary because I know about you and your captain saying, oh, I make the best Bloody Mary. No, I make the best Bloody Mary.
That's what she was saying about herself?
Pretty much, because now here's one thing. Her Bloody Mary is fucking amazing, but here's the thing. Her Bloody Marys are one of those Bloody Marys where it's a fucking meal. Like, she had like this expensive ass like jerky sliced meat type of salami thing.
Ooh.
It's like yay big, and it was like almost $80.
God damn.
But it was really good. She had that. She had meat straws. She had other meat slices and sausages and cheeses and fucking this and that, and like it's just like piled up on my fucking cup, and like
Breakfast in a mug.
That's pretty much what it was. We had a Bloody Mary breakfast. That was our breakfast for Friday. Was Bloody Marys. Now, word got around that someone was making Bloody Marys.
Mm-hmm.
Because ideally, from what I saw, it was just for like the cow fuckers and shit, and maybe the neighbors who are that. But people are finding out, so we're seeing people coming into the little fenced-in area that's in the bumfuck back area of the camp, saying, "Hey, I heard there was Bloody Marys over here." So
I mean, Wastelanders and free alcohol. Of
Yeah.
course.
So they made them Bloody Marys, but it got to the point where she ran out of Bloody Mary mix. So like, okay, cool. I guess we're done. Wastelanders are coming in with their own Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, of course they are.
Oh, I heard you're out of Bloody Mary mix. Here, try this.
Yep, sounds about
We're
right.
just like, what the fuck? So it became like a fucking Bloody Mary party.
Nice.
Oh, it was so good. I recorded it. I recorded it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go through more of that stuff because we will put the recordings on our YouTube.
Yeah, I recorded a good chunk of stuff at Nuclear Winter. Took photos. Some of it's going to be a little janky because some of it was on his camera, some of it was on my phone.
Yeah, that stuff will be going to the YouTube channel eventually.
Sadly, I wasn't able to record a lot of things because a lot of the good portion of the things I was actually involved with, so I couldn't multitask where I'm holding a camera and doing the same thing. It sounds like I need a cameraman. Gorilla. What's your stat?
Yeah, we're always looking for someone to be our cameraman.
Well,
someone to be behind the camera because we like to be in front of it.
depending on next year,
What?
I may be going with you next year.
If it doesn't fall on a pay-per-view,
No, we figured out as long as you get reception there,
which we do.
as long as no one is bugging me during the Rumble and I have a spot to watch,
Go to
I
camp.
can go. because I want to check it out.
Yeah. Plus, there's a shit ton of wrestling fans there.
Yeah,
Like
we'll
fucking,
get the wrestling people together
like,
and watch
a lot
the
of
Royal
the Zeeks
Rumble
tribe people are wrestling
off
fans.
to the side. So if we can do that, yeah, because I don't want to hear screaming kids.
Even Dar was like, I could be here and there.
But I will tell you this too. We try our best to capture a fair amount of stuff, but there is so much media from Wasteland.
Yeah.
From like Ms. Deathcap, from Makeshift, from TK, from Marky Makeup. There are so many different people who cover events like this.
Yeah.
That you guys can find a lot of stuff, even if we don't cover it on YouTube or on Instagram
even,
or TikTok.
Mackie Mac, go to his Cosmetic Mechanic YouTube
Mhm.
channel. He has a little quick footage of his time at the Nuclear Winter.
Yeah, you got a bit of the pub crawl, and I saw you in it.
Yeah, he recorded me as I'm recording myself doing the pub crawl.
So there is lots of media out there if you guys want to find it, for sure. Always.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you can't find the media on something, you should probably just show the fuck up to it.
Yeah.
Don't miss it.
No.
And you'll get to see everything.
Again, just go.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the Bloody Mary party, which was fucking amazing, and then there's the food truck. At least for me, I had no issues with it, but from what it sounded like, people were getting food poisoning, were getting sick from the food.
Oh no! What kind of food did they have?
They had a little bit of everything.
Okay.
What did you eat?
I had a breakfast burger.
Okay.
A burrito.
What was on the breakfast burger?
Bacon, sunny side egg, beef, cheese.
Okay, pretty standard breakfast burger. What about the burrito?
Carne asada, burrito stuff.
Okay. Yeah, sounds pretty standard.
Like rice, beans, cheese, sauce, guacamole.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know why people got food poisoning.
From what I was hearing, it was the breakfast burrito that did it for them.
Okay.
Which I didn't order. Which is kind of unfortunate because like it was also the first food truck that the event had there. Other than that, it was basically just a fend for yourself. Or if sometimes I remember the first year they did it last year.
Oh, they had that barbecue.
They had the barbecue feast event on I think Friday night.
Yeah, I more or less kind of missed that. Dude,
people were asking for you.
Yeah, this year?
Yeah, even asking for Figment. So like, hey, where's Figment? Where's Hatter? Like, I'm fine. I'm unsupervised for this event, and they're like, oh shit.
So I have my own story in a sense.
Yeah.
So I didn't make it to.
Don't break something.
You did that.
That fell on your.
Oh, that was me.
Good job, baby. Good job.
No, because I looked because I set this down and then it fell.
I thought I saw something fell over there, like someone dropped it on your end.
Yeah, I was like, no, that was you. Anyway, so last year I went to Uncle Zeke's, and last year I brought my girlfriend with me.
Yes.
Yeah,
you were there for last year. Yes.
Yeah, I was there for last year, and so if you guys don't know, just to throw it out there, my girlfriend's name is Larry Lee. So about midnight or so Saturday night of Uncle Zeke's, I get a phone call from my girlfriend, and she is at Uncle Zeke's.
Yep.
And she is having a great time.
Mm.
So shout out to Mama Cow and the Cowpokers, because last year at Uncle Zeke's, my girl met Mama Cow, and the two of them became instant besties. And I love that because my girl is typically very introverted. And she will get out and go dance, or she's a belly dancer, she's a fire performer. But basically, more or less, she has to be invited and have prep time because she's an introvert.
Yeah.
So she has to build the energy in order to be on.
Right.
Gotcha.
Whereas someone like me is, I'm on until I'm out of gas.
Yep.
But she is only on when she can be. So she calls me up midnight, 1 a.m., something like that, having a great time, drinking, hanging out with Mama Cow. She tells me, oh yeah. She calls me up and she's like, hey.
Yes, yes, yes.
She calls me up and she's like, hey. And I'm like, how you doing? And she's like, I'm good. And I'm like, you sound pretty good. I'm wasted. Yeah, you sound like that. I'm at Uncle Zeke's. Oh, you made it to that? Yeah, Mama Cow invited me.
Yep, she sure did.
Yeah.
She sure did.
And she's like, Mama Cow got me a ticket. We're partying tonight. And I'm like, go have fun.
So
yeah, I got a late night phone call from my girl, and apparently she tells me she's like I'm the only one here that's walking around in like barely any clothes. I've got
debatable.
Your trench coat,
And I'll get into that.
and like sports bra and underwear on, and that's apparently what she was walking around.
Oh,
with.
Cow Mama won. Because we'll get into that later.
Well, okay, so I don't know time basis, but she was telling me at that time.
Oh, it was
very, very cold.
It was. Oh yeah, it was so fucking cold that fucking event.
And nobody was ballsy enough to be as nude as my girl was. Now, whether or not that stayed true the whole night, I don't know. I wasn't there. I just know what she told me.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later.
There's some comments.
Yes, read out some comments.
Was she the one with the velvet pants? No idea.
No idea, because I actually never ran into her.
Maybe earlier in the night.
Cow Mama won every night. Larry
that is
was
true.
Freaking awesome. Dawn's like, I only ate basic burgers. I was fine. A couple of people had to puke and blamed the breakfast burritos.
Yeah, because apparently the eggs were undercooked. And someone was also getting sick with the carne asada fries.
Yep.
They could have been. I mean, sometimes stuff is undercooked. Sometimes it just doesn't sit with whatever else you have in your system.
Yeah.
Maybe you drank too much. Maybe you're dehydrated. There's any number of reasons why you can experience what most people call food poisoning.
Yep.
Food poisoning is not one thing. It has various systems. It's just basically anytime you eat food and then later you throw up because of that food.
No.
That is food poisoning.
Yeah.
It has a million different symptoms for a million different reasons.
Yeah.
It may be the fault of the venue. It may be your own fault. You never know. So if you end up with what you call food poisoning, eating someplace, a year down the line, 6 months down the line, if you're willing, try that place again. Maybe it was something you had. Maybe it was something they did. It's never a guarantee. Nobody intentionally got you sick.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
People are going, pretty sure Larry was the velvet pants gal.
She might have been. It sounds like something she would wear.
Yes.
But anyways, with my event experience, I ran into my my match for your weighted Serpentine. I actually bumped into her as they were setting up their camp, and they're with Adrian, Willow, and them, and they have really interesting kind of cool camp, and they had some unique type of alcohol beverages. I don't remember the names, but I enjoyed them. I remember one. We did this at the pub crawl. You know how there's the pickleback?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Peño back.
Okay.
What?
Shot of whiskey. Shot of pickle jalapeno brine.
Woo!
Okay.
I'm I will try that one. That's where I'm the sick fuck.
Jalapeno back?
What?
Jalapeno
back, yes. And it was interesting. I think I still prefer the pickleback, but it was a good experience. I'll say that. Because unfortunately, unlike the legit pickle brine, the brine that was meant for jalapenos did not chase the whiskey that I shot.
Okay.
No? Could you still taste the whiskey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. So, just to put this out there, a chaser should be also a palate cleanser.
Oh.
If you are having a chaser
Exactly.
that is not a palate cleanser, it is not an effective chaser.
No.
Gotcha.
Just a basic rule, if you've been a bartender or anybody who's passionate about mixed drinks, a chaser should be a palate cleanser.
I did not know that.
So if it does not work as a palate cleanser, it is also not an effective chaser.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And of course, I ran into a lot of familiar faces. I ran to Minx and Vixen, who are running the Vampire, who are my fellow paddlers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Of course, I'm walking around with my spank bang. Of course, I'm beating ass through the whole fucking event.
Yep.
Consensually.
Yes. Always important.
Weeble and Wobble. Speaking of which, Weeble and Wobble were there, and of course, I didn't paddle them as much, but I paddled them.
Nice.
I was mostly paddling Minx and Vixen because I was running to them more often than Weeble and Wobble. So I was doing that, and then let's see. Yes, the big thing for me, at least.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, for those who have been watching this show for a while now, you know I've been talking about a specific thing that I've been trying to hunt down for.
Oh, yes, yes.
I found it.
Yes.
I have found the grilled cheese hut.
Woo!
The legend of Bigfoot lives!
Yeah, it is real, and it's alive. I cannot, and here's, again, sugarcoating.
This is when we sugarcoat.
Because, again, this is why I have to sugarcoat, because it's part of the game.
Yeah.
You have to find the grilled cheese hut. No, like, so, like, I went to a camp randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Went to go say hi. I realized someone was cooking. And I'm like, oh, are you guys getting prepared for your tribe's daily meal or some shit?
Yeah.
And they're just like, they point at a sign to me. And it showed a barbecue, like, grill thing, a chunk of cheese, and a little hut.
Ha
So I'm like
emojis.
yeah. So at first I'm having a hard time reading it because I'm cursing. I got a buzz going on. But wait, grilled cheese hut? You're the grilled cheese hut. And they're like, yes, we are. Can I have a grilled cheese? I finally found you. So they all have like these cool little T-shirts that says grill piece of cheese hut,
Nice.
and they gave me a patch. They allowed me to take photos because I told them the whole story,
Mm-hmm.
and they allowed me to take photo evidence, at least with me in the sign.
Yeah, because Commodore messaged Figment and I
Yes.
and said, "Hey, I found it, the grilled cheese hut," and we both
We're
were
both like,
immediately
what the fuck?
Picture it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I know the rules of the internet.
Yeah.
I've been around. Pics or it didn't fucking happen.
What you got, Beck?
So the cowfucker's like, but did you find the grilled quesadillas?
What, the food truck?
Dawn is like, never found the grilled cheese hut, but we had near endless tamale camp right next to
Yes, there was a person.
Oh,
You brought me no
tamales.
tamales?
Tamales. Oh
They
my
were-
god.
No, here's the thing. Everybody's trying to get tamales, and the person who's making tamales was pretty much just irritated the whole fucking thing. They were pretty much done. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with tamales. I don't want to do any more tamales.
You got to make enough of them beforehand.
Now I want
Exactly.
tamales.
Just like with people at Walmart's and with the van, like, tamale,
Oh god.
chicken, beef, pork, cheese.
I could just make my own, technically.
I mean, listen.
I have.
Okay, so a little bit of a sidetrack. I have a multicultural family,
Yes,
and
you
when
do.
I say that, I mean that I literally have Hispanic and Central American and like African American, a bunch of different cultures in my large Irish Catholic family, and I've had some of the best home cooked, fresh, 100% authentic tamales in my
Oh
life.
yeah.
I have
And
made
every
some.
year I get them. There, my dad, when he remarried, married a Guatemalan woman. My sister, when she got married a Mexican man. They both married into these families with this long tradition of cooking authentic cuisine from their culture. Oh my god, is it so amazing?
I've helped make some before in my
Yeah.
house.
But yeah, back to the grilled cheese hut.
What?
Yes.
So I got a photo with the sign.
Tamales.
I got a photo with the sign. They gave me a patch. They gave me enough little bit of evidence as I'm allowed to present to the public.
Yes.
I ran to Ms. Mayor, Tag. Now, mind you, it's Tag's fault that I've been on the hunt of this grilled cheese hut because of her video that
She
posted.
started the legend.
Yeah, for her YouTube channel, The End Times. I can't remember which part it was, but it was in Wasteland 2019. I can't remember which part it was, but it's near the end of the video. She's literally arguing with one of her tribe mates because one of the guys, has this big, delicious-looking grilled cheese, and he said, "Oh, I got the grilled cheese hut," and he was giving it in great detail of what it was, what you can get, and for how much. But she refused to believe because she couldn't fucking find it.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran into her. I was like, "Oh, psst. I found the grilled cheese hut," and she's like, "Shut the fuck up! No, you didn't." I'm like, "No, yes, I did, and I have proof." So I showed her the evidence. Me eating the grilled cheese, me with the sign, and me with the patch. I showed her the patch in person, and she's like, "Where the fuck is it?" And that's where I was like, because what I was told that I can't fully tell. You have to find it.
Yeah. Part of the journey.
Yeah. So she was, no, it's me.
Okay. I'm like,
So she was like, I better fucking find this at this event, because if not, I'm putting a fucking bounty on your fucking head. I'm like, oh, this sounds familiar. Looking at you, Hatter.
Yep.
So yeah, I have found the grilled cheese hut. My mission has been accomplished. So there's that, and then again, there's the vamp hour, which I was paddling. I give the first pitch of the game, so to speak, to Minx and Vixen, and they're great people. And a lot of people are doing their drinks and paddles, and they have a new thing where you spin a wheel, and it's basically like a truth or dare type of style that involves paddling and getting drinks. It was pretty fun. It was a good new little twist. The only issue is like they had to do it in an outdoor area where there was a DJ and whatnot, and it was kind of hard to get their word out there, their voice when they're trying to announce shit and say shit. So there was that. And I will mention this because this is one issue I kind of personally had. This happened to me Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Someone came at me the wrong way, who was actually a staff of Uncle Zeke's. And I went to a state of panic and anxiety and...
Not again.
Yeah.
So it was to the point where I couldn't shake it off or get my mind off it, to the point where I had to end my night before I just break down crying.
Oh.
So I had to say my goodbyes. People already knew something was wrong with me. And they were asking, what happened to you? And I'm like, I was trying to give them a quick gist because I'm just trying to go away.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of friends who were like ready to fucking fight, kick someone's ass. And I'm like, that's not necessary. I just need to go to my camp and just fuck off and just maybe just go to bed, because I cannot mentally be here right now. Because basically what happened was, I won't name this person's name publicly on media or on the show, but I know their name and I know who they are, and I end up blocking them because they crossed a serious fucking line with me. Now, most people don't. I am known for my spank bank. I'm a paddler. I spank people. It is my whole thing in the fetish community.
Mm-hmm.
The person that is on my shit list now asks if they can use it. Normally, I don't let people use my toys, because if something were to go bad, I am responsible.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I know this person's reputation. I know they're they can handle themselves and they're good for it. So I felt trusted to handle this to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I handed it to them, and they down-talked me. Now, that's something you don't fucking do with a dom to a dom. You don't do that. That is a sign of disrespect.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck? You're saying this shit to me, even though I'm showing you a courtesy of respect and trust. And you say something like that to me. You're a fucking cunt.
Damn.
Yeah, she was a fucking cunt.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say names, but I'll say the blue-haired bitch.
God damn. Okay.
So where she handed it, I asked for it back when she was done, because she wanted to use it. Go ahead, use it. But now you're done, and you're fucking done. We're done.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not acknowledging you.
Good.
So
Fuck that bitch.
it was to the little point where I was in a bad headspace.
Ooh, be glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, and when people found out someone mentally fucked with me, again, they want to kick their ass. Raj, Lisa, and Lisa, she's Latina, and that shit was coming out.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Never make the Latino woman angry.
Yeah,
Hell no.
and a bunch and
like that Latin fire.
and Minx and Vixen were also fucking getting all riled up. And I'm like, no, I don't want nothing to start at this event. I just want people to have a good time and have fun. I'm gonna go take care of myself. And I'm just gonna go to bed and just try to sleep it off. And I did. And the rest of the event, I ignored her. I didn't even talk to her or say anything. And that's how it was. So I just want to get that out of the line because I'm pretty sure a lot of people were concerned. People were concerned about me because I was being asked about that throughout the event. So there was that, and we had the pub crawl. We ran to the Go-Heads, Gillies, Doc's, Uncle Zeke's, and the casino was there. We were at the casino. We spun a wheel. Moth Eater got the deal at that event.
Nice.
Because, yeah, that's another thing, too. Moth Eater did another last minute, oh, I guess I'll show up.
Yeah.
After saying, nah, I can't go.
Yeah.
Is there a comment?
Cowfucker's like, Grotch seems like the type of woman that would fight a bitch with her titty hanging out in front of the cops.
Oh, you don't want to fuck with Grotch. Grotch is a really close friend of mine, and I adore that fucking creature.
Grotch is fucking amazing.
That sounds like a typical Saturday night for Grotch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Grotch was there with Clyde. They were doing their Desperado personas. And I got to hang out with both of them, too, because it was really cool to see them, especially since they're now in Vegas, so they had quite the trip for them.
Yeah.
So it's cool hanging out with them, hanging out cool with the other Commodore and Lisa, and other staff members of Uncle Zeke's. We had the Apocalyptics. Of course, me and the judges, we put money on teams. I put money on the Go-Heads, and unfortunately, they did not win.
Who won?
It was the rando team.
No.
I thought you said for that one it was...
Yes and no.
Okay.
It was basically the team led by Weeble and Wobble. They call themselves the Wibbles.
Okay.
It was basically Weeble and Wobble with a couple other people. And no one bet on that team. But Amazon was the judge, and she didn't put any bets, so we just like, you know what? You just have this.
So that makes them the underdogs. If nobody bet on them, they're the underdogs.
And then you told me the interesting part about that.
Yes! So, one of the challenges.
Yes. I remember this.
It's basically like the jousting.
Okay.
But it's a two-sided dildo.
Well, javelin.
That word. J word.
Jousting.
I know jousting
is people on horseback.
Yes, I know, but like
you're thinking javelin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get my words mixed up. It happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, but it's a two-sided dildo, and they have to yeet that. Now, here's a little difference with this year's Olympics with the judges that they got inspired for the one at Wasteland. Me and Fahrenheit, we became field judges, while Amazon, Ms. Mayor, and the Baron were stage judges, where they just view from afar. So, one of the I can't remember which team it was. I can't remember who it was. Well, someone threw it, and out of fucking nowhere, a fucking dog bolts into the fucking stage, chases the flying dildo, grabs it, and runs away with the fucking dildo. And me and Fahrenheit, we're just like, what the fuck? How do we judge that? That's never happened. But they caught the dog. It was one of the attendees' dogs, which dogs were allowed. And it was being playful and whatnot, but then here comes another person's dog, and it got a little feisty, and it tried to start a fight with the other dog. So now we're trying to separate the two dogs, and we're like, oh shit, no.
It was the Juggers.
Okay, good, yeah, because that's another team that was there, the Juggers. People were competing. Juggers, Zeeks, Go-Heads, Wibbles, and the mixed team.
You know what you do in that situation? You say, good dog, good boyo, give it some treats, and then once it has the treats, take the dog away.
Yeah, Dawn thought the dog was scripted.
No, it was not fucking scripted.
The dog was doing what dogs do, so you give the doggy a treat, and then you take the thing.
But all in all, it was a great fucking match, great competition. It was fun judging it again. And then, let's see, there was no Jugger match for this year. We had Attack playing, but they had to do it acoustically.
Oh, I wish I was there for that.
Because something happened to the drummer, and they decided to just do a live acoustic unplugged type of night, and it was beautiful. We still did a little mosh pit and crowd surfing, despite it was like kind of shit. They played, of course, their hits. They played a couple of their new upcoming songs that's coming on their new singles.
Ooh.
They did their known covers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was fucking great. And like, the band before them was called Mixtape, and basically it was just a live band which is playing cover songs of like known songs that we all know and love, whether it's from like mostly shit from the 80s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they're gonna call themselves Mixtape, it better be 80s and 90s covers.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Ratter came back. Oh yeah, Cher. Thank you for reminding me. Now, some of the cowfuckers are kind of like not sober.
Yeah.
The hell you say?
In our camp, we were looking. Apparently some of us didn't bring a chair, so we're looking. Fuck, is there somewhere to see? Apparently the area we're in the back area of the rent fair, so this is where like a lot of the staff just like store shit and whatnot. Can you hand me one too?
Yeah.
So we find a whole big area full of stacked up white chairs. Like those ones you see like at a park or just some fucking picnic type shit.
Gotcha. Cowfucker's like, what? Us? Not sober? I am shocked.
The hell you say?
So they decided, since they have all these extra chairs, they're gonna go to certain tribes.
I gotta take a lunch.
Either inconspicuously just leave a chair in the person's camp, or just go straight up to the person in the camp and just set the chair right there. You just go, chair. Puts it down, keep staring at them, and just walk away.
Oh my god. You had to have been drunk to do this.
Oh yeah, it was quite interesting.
Easily 200 chairs.
Yeah, sadly, oh yeah, it was a good triple digit number of fucking chairs. And also another cool thing that happened at Cowfuckers, it was one of the mornings where we're just sitting down just bullshit before we start our day. I can't remember the dude's Wasteland name. It was my first time meeting him. I'm calling him Leprechaun because he looks like a fucking leprechaun. And he acknowledges this.
Yeah.
I believe his wife brought a unused, mind you, at the time, strap-on dildo. And the dildo that's on the strap is a suction cup one.
That would be Scud.
Yeah, Scud, but I'm calling him Leprechaun.
And his wife is more butt.
Yeah, well, yes, more butt. Yeah. They were dear. So friendly, so helpful. So, she licks the suction part of the dildo and smacks it onto his forehead, and now he's a fucking unicorn.
Goddamn.
There's photos, but when they get uploaded to the channel, we have to censor this.
Yeah.
But
there's a photo in our opening. I'll probably play it again for the exit because our opening ended up kind of wonky. But yeah, I have a unicorn horn in place of the censored.
Good idea.
But we were just busting up fucking laughing because it was so ridiculous. And of course we're checking out the dildo because it's a really unique dildo where like it's kind of like hard and stiff on the inside, but on the outside it's kind of skin stretchy.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, to where it feels like a real penis in a sense.
Those are interesting.
And like you can stretch the skin so much you can make it uncircumcised.
Oh God!
Nice.
I'm like, hey guys, look, I'm uncut.
I mean, you should have options available. Both exist.
Dildo cord.
But yeah, dildo cord. Yeah, it was so hilarious, and like fucking Leprechaun was such a fucking fun dude. Like, I love hanging, and he was all. When we're talking about the fucking gazebo-looking structure in our camp area, he brings up the one fucking scene in the original It miniseries with the fucking kid yelling at his fucking mom because he found out his medicine was a placebo, which means it's fucking fake and bullshit.
Yeah.
He says they're gazebos.
Oh.
So now we got this whole inside joke where we're finding some bullshit about something, and like, these are fucking gazebos!
No.
It was cool. I had a fun time with this dude. He's such a cool dude. I like him. And fucking more, but it was fucking awesome. I'm looking forward to hang out with him more.
Damn.
So there was that, and then again, the casino was there.
Yeah.
The casino came up to me, middle of the day, asking, "Hey, you want a DJ for us?" I'm like, "Wait, what?"
What?
Yeah, we're gonna be. Whenever we get a chance to open tonight, we wanted to see if we can do like a little set for us, like doing a little warm opening. I'm like, yeah, sure, cool, okay. But here's my schedule because I already had plans. I had plant power and I had a DJ later that night.
Yeah.
So like, okay, cool, we can work this out, and we were able to get sound equipment in there, and everything was tested out and sounded good. Luckily, someone I just met at that event, she was new. I'm having a hard time pronouncing her name. I think her name is Lydia.
Okay.
Sweet human being, and she came out and support one of my sets for the casino because I was telling her, yeah, these are my sets if you're curious.
Okay.
And she came out. She chilled for a little bit, and then she had to go to bed.
Okay.
Because she has to sleep usually early in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun, and I had a fun time. And I was playing. Oh yeah, I was playing Hold'em at the casino.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: I not use that single one of my fucking caps. Because here's the thing: I left my caps in my tent. But there's this fucking dude. His name's Sharkbait. If you know him, you know him. If you don't, he is a sweet fucking human who has less fingers.
Mm-hmm.
But he also enjoys dark humor, so he enjoys cracking.
Hence the name Sharkbait.
Yeah, so he enjoys cracking jokes on himself with his symptom. But he was all like,
his lack of digits.
Yes, his lack of digits. And he was like, "Hey, dude, are you gonna be playing?" Like, nah, I left my fucking caps at my tent. It's dark. I don't want to move right now. And he's, imagine, this guy was basically beating everybody. So he's got like a whole pile of fucking caps. So he just started throwing some to me. Like, here, play. I love it when people play. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll play. But like, I keep losing the caps because he keeps winning them. And he keeps handing them over to me so I can still play. It was kind of interesting.
He wins them, you lose them, back to him.
Exactly. Like, it was just funny how it works.
So apparently,
the funny thing is,
hold on, we got a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
Leprechaun and more about will be at Wasteland this year.
Good. Oh, we're gonna have a blast.
And they're saying yes, Lydia.
Okay, go. Yeah, again, such a fucking sweetheart. Like, I hope to know her a little bit more. I didn't get a chance to see her a whole lot because I was out doing things. But I'm a messenger from time to time. I've seen her post shit, and I've been reacting to them, and she's cool.
Yay.
Yeah, I would say also Sharkbait was the same person who gave my girlfriend a bunch of caps. And she was saying that apparently by the end of the night, she had won most of her games. So she walked into the casino absolutely broke.
Yeah.
Got maybe 4 or 5 caps from Sharkbait.
Yep.
And then walked out with dozens of caps.
Oh, yeah.
She was a fucking card shark.
Oh, yeah. Well, not to mention Sharkbait is also a shark of his own right.
Yeah. But she was a card shark. I've told my girl this a bunch of times. She has... What's it?
That's right!
I don't know how to define this all right, but she has one of those personality types where she can read people really well.
Yeah.
Okay, she's been a dancer her whole life. We're talking ballet and jazz and tap and all these fancy ballroom salsa. She's learned every style of dance you could probably imagine. She's amazing at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because of observing so much body language through dance, she knows body language in other scenarios.
Yeah.
So there's been times when she's called my bluff on games we've played together. On video games, on poker games, on card games, on board games, where she's like, you don't have that. you're lying. I got you called. And I'm just like, no, I have that hand. I'm trying to bluff. And I know that she's like, I'm calling your bluff. And I'm like, I can't just admit that it's a bluff. I have to see this through.
Yeah.
And so, like, but, like, I've always told her, you can read people. You know how to fucking play. And she's like, I don't really play cards. I don't really do that good. I'm like, you know how to read people. Trust me, you will kill it at cards.
Yeah.
You just have to go in and try. And she's like, well, I don't want to play you. I'm like, I don't know how we would do playing each other because we have played each other in board games.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you win, sometimes I win. Sometimes you call my bluff, sometimes you call my bluff, and I'm not fucking bluffing. So it all depends on that. But I can guarantee that at a table with other players, you will clean up. Maybe you won't win every hand. I'm never saying that a hustler doesn't win every hand. A hustler just walks out ahead.
Yeah.
A hustler doesn't have to win thousands and thousands of dollars. A hustler just has to show up with a certain amount and walk away with more than you started with.
Yeah.
That's all a hustler does. And that's what I am as a card shark. I was telling my girl, you will walk away with money every time. You can fucking read people. Anyway, she ended up going to the casino for the first time ever at Uncle Zeke's. Had never really been to a casino. Got a few chips from
Sharkbait.
From Sharkbait, and by the end of the night, walked out with dozens of chips. And everybody there was like, oh my God, you're a card shark. Oh my God, you're hustling. Oh my God, you're taking us down. She's like, I barely even know how to play cards. I'm like, hey, they don't fucking know that. Have fun.
Yeah.
Right?
You know?
Legit.
But yeah, fucking cow fuckers are like basically gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
He wakes up one day and he has like a shit ton of fucking casino caps in his pockets.
Yeah.
Has no idea where he got them.
Yep.
Because like he doesn't remember even going to the casino, at least for that long, to where he can gamble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole conversation going on about olives and tamales.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Why?
Olives and tamales are very good.
Yep.
Just
it's like my group has always done like one or like half of one. You don't put a whole lot in there, just like the one.
if I can ask a favor though, if you put olives in your tamales and they are olives with seeds,
Take the fucking seeds out.
well, one, either take the seeds out, or B, tell people that they have seeds at least.
You never use the ones with the seeds.
Because I was eating some tamales
Oh.
from my stepmother,
Yikes.
and they had a seed in them. I did not know that. I bit into that olive and about chipped the fucking tooth.
Ow.
Good God.
Now, I honestly, I never had a tamale with olives in it. Who knows? It could be good because I don't mind olives in my chicken enchiladas.
Don't get me wrong. The olive adds some good flavor.
It
I
does.
like olives in a Bloody Mary.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
of course.
olives in a lot of stuff. Just please, olive without the seed.
Yeah.
I am trying to eat a tamale, not choke on a pit,
Yeah.
not chip my tooth on a seed.
Oh yeah. I've been in a number of tamale assembly lines in
Mhm.
my family where it was okay, this person does this person does that. Being the resident white girl, they always put me on olive duty. Like, that's simple. Just like half an olive, just put that in, done. Go.
See, I know something was off. Because here's the thing. Someone was saying, what in the flying California fuck is up with these black olives and tamales?
Yes.
Cow fuckers must be west coast of Mexico. Texas tamales don't have olives in them. We buy them from shady people in Walmart parking lot that may or might not have driven directly from Mexico.
I mean, in California, you do that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have those people too.
Oh yeah.
And usually that's where you find the best tamales.
Seriously.
I would say, based on the geographics, we might get a different part of Mexico than you guys get. But still,
We got like what, Tijuana?
yeah,
Yeah.
You guys get like the Gulf of Mexico, we get Tijuana.
Yeah.
It's not that different, but maybe it is just different enough to where the ingredients of a tamale are different.
Wow.
But I will tell you, when I come across a tamale in a Walmart parking lot sold from a fucking street vendor without a license, that's the best fucking tamale.
PSA. The singular form of tamales is tamal.
Okay?
Will they?
All right.
I learned something new.
So I was reading something real quick.
My cousin said it's a Baja California thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get Baja area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we
then,
get Baja
again,
area.
I never had a tamale that had olives in it, and I'm from California. That's what threw me off.
I've had olives, but like I said, I just want them to be olives without the seed.
I grew up in San Diego.
There
We're
you
like
go. Yeah, you're like
drivable
on the
distance
border.
to fucking Tijuana. Yeah.
I would say the biggest difference with Guatemala tamales is instead of pork, they use like lamb a lot.
Ooh.
Because the
okay.
big thing in Guatemala is sheep and lamb,
Right.
and goat. So like they still have your standard Hispanic, Latin American spices,
Mm-hmm.
but it's those spices on goat meat,
On
Yeah.
lamb and shit.
on lamb, and yeah,
Okay,
it's
that actually
really
sounds
good.
pretty good.
Pork and chicken. Oh my
Really
god, I
good.
want fucking tamales now.
right?
I'm getting hungry.
But yeah, like goat tamales are different, obviously, than pork tamales, but they're
Where the fuck can I
still
find
fucking
this?
amazing.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm gonna find a spot that has some tamales.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went down and visited my my family for Christmas and Thanksgiving, both times I came back with Guatemalan tamales, which, like I said, are like regular tamales.
Yeah.
The only difference is instead of the protein that is chicken or pork, they often use lamb or goat.
I'm legit
Alright.
looking this up
That's
right
the
now.
only real difference.
All right.
It's the same tamale, just with lamb or goat instead of chicken or pork.
Nice.
Oh, a lot of the taquerias.
Fuck, I lost my train. I was trying to mention something at
Oh, taqueries are
Uncle
awesome.
Zeke's.
The pub crawl. You talked about that. The apocalyptics. Your DJ sets?
DJ sets were pretty good. That's where I got to see a couple people, and like I had a lot of good floor, and had a good kickoff, and I had of course the Last Chance Casino, and I had to go DJ at the castle again that night. And one of the people who were running the bar, I can't remember his name
Mm-hmm.
or his Wasteland name, but holy shit, we hit. I'm gonna call him Huckleberry because he was introducing the Huckleberry shit to add Huckleberry into your drinks.
Okay.
But he had like the most deep South accent,
Ooh.
to where like you need to be careful of that accent, because if you're not careful, people are gonna think you owned a plantation at one point in your life.
Ooh, damn.
He had that Southern accent. I'm like, you get careful with that there, sir. But
I mean, I would say as long as you're not brandishing your Confederate flag.
no, it was all kayfabe. It was
Yeah.
kayfabe.
I mean, here's the thing. Okay, so if you are somebody who was born in the South, you don't have any choice over that. As long as you're not brandishing a Confederate flag or swearing how the South will rise again, you're a fine person.
Yeah. Not once
You
he
can
did
be
that.
born in the South, just don't be a fucking racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say he wasn't. It
Yeah.
was all just accent.
It was
and,
the drawl.
Yeah.
and just part of his character, and just like nothing racist, nothing anything like that.
Yeah.
He just had that really Southern accent, and that's what reminded me, because that's what the type of accent someone of that caliber has. But amazing fucking dude. His drinks were good. I love his Huckleberry.
Mm.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh yeah, and then just like throughout the event, Minx and Vixen were riding around this golf cart thing just to get from one place to another, and they're just like being goofballs. And then apparently there was this one part where one of them got a little drunk to where like she was pretty much showing them showing us her butthole.
Show me your butthole.
Yeah, it was pretty much that, but like people were also showing them their butthole.
Okay.
So there was a lot of buttholes showing at the event.
Well, you got
Butt
the patch
stuff.
for it.
Oh, what?
You got the patch for it.
I do have the patch for it.
Yeah, you do have to show me your butthole patch.
I do, and some people were noticing that too.
Goddamn.
So wait. You're telling me is that some people were showing you your butthole without seeing the patch?
Well, yeah, because it was so fucking cold at that event, I barely wore the vest. I was mostly wearing this or the LCC VIP.
Okay.
Because yeah, it was
Many moons.
a lot of moons, many moons. And then there's another bar that's like across from the castle where a lot of people were going. It was a cool little hangout spot. It was a place. I can't remember the name of the place, but a lot of people were there. Cowfuckers were there for a good while. Drinks were okay. One of these days, I need to see if I can get behind the bar with one of these people and serve some drinks of my own.
Oh God.
And yeah, like fucking Uncle Zeke's was it grew so fucking much. I'm proud of Uncle Zeke's.
Tiger's Bar or White Tiger's place?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Those are a couple of the comments that are coming through.
That sounds pretty much basically.
Renegade Legion?
What?
Renegade Legion by
Yes!
the RV?
Yes, Renegade.
There we go.
Because those,
I like that
because they're the ones I believe that won the fucking Olympics.
Okay.
Renegade Legion.
Renegade
I like that
Legion,
name.
yeah.
That's a bold name.
Yeah.
I hope we see more of them.
So
Same people. Yep.
So yeah, there was also a burlesque show there by the cell. Can't remember the name. It's run by Team Rocket.
Cell Block
Cabaret. Cell Block Cabaret. Which they had an amazing fucking show. A lot of them had holiday themed event routines.
I mean, Team Rocket, as far as a person, she's an amazing performer.
Oh yeah,
One of my longtime Wasteland friends. Always love seeing her performances.
I just love the name.
She is legit. I mean, it is meant to be a reference to Pokemon.
Yay!
But also, her first year, she had a fucking an RPG.
Yes.
And so that's how she got the name Team Rocket.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's been a couple times I got to side topic, mind you. Had a couple bars. I got the shotgun a beer with some good friends.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was just Bud Light, but usually a good way to shotgun a beer if it's cheap ass beer.
The Cowfuckers saying we're gonna try to have them camp next to us at Wasteland.
Team Rocket?
No, Renegade Legion.
Oh,
okay.
And then there's your bar.
So you don't have to go very far.
All right, there's the bar's right fucking there.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, like so many shit has happened. It grew so much. It is a private event, so you can't just like be a rando and just buy a ticket. And I'm kind of glad it's a private event too, because like a lot of people that I know and trust with shit.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Had a great time. It grew in numbers because again, like with the last event, they lost a lot of numbers because they had to push the dates unconventionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
That's where the whole nuclear spring came from.
Yeah, I would say the original event was maybe supposed to be around 200 people.
So
it got pushed from January to April, and by the time it happened in April, we had maybe about 150, maybe 120.
So here's what happened. They were expecting maybe originally when it was still in the nuclear winter, they were expecting like maybe a little over 300 people.
Okay.
So they lost half that
Yeah.
when they went to nuclear spring. So yeah, it was about 150
Yeah,
at that
okay.
last year's event.
Yeah.
This year, we're looking like over 400 people.
Wow.
So they almost tripled in numbers.
That's great.
Damn, that's
amazing
good.
for them.
I'm so impressed. But like, here's the thing. Again, it's a private event, so they're not looking into like getting a big number of attendees.
Right.
But there's other ways to grow.
Good job.
Microphone. What? Readjusting. Shit happens. Okay. There we go. Okay. So.
467 were the numbers on ticket sales I heard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I said. Like it was like a little bit under 500. Almost tripled the numbers from the last event, which is impressive. And again, it grew in other ways than just numbers too, like the way they run and schedule events and how things were just basically run as an event in general.
Mm-hmm.
It showed a lot more improvement this year compared to last year, and I'm happy for that. So I'm glad to see an event grow over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I will go to this event every year as much as I can.
Yeah.
Because it is worth it. And I'm happy to be involved in part of this fucking community and this part of the event of the Wasteland.
Make sure that we have stuff to keep us warm, because apparently the cold was a thing.
Because this was also the first time we actually had the nuclear winter, and it's stupid. It gets like wasteland fucking cold, like with those very cold nights where if you're not careful, you'll die of hypothermia.
Fuck.
It was like that for Neotropolis. Oh my god,
It
was
rained
so cold at Neotropolis.
Yeah.
Actually, the rain didn't come during the coldest part.
Damn.
The rain was one of those more like humidity rain, like you hear about in like the Midwest or like Florida or something.
Yeah.
So like Neotropolis had this whole wave of weather.
Okay.
And I would say when it rained, it was still like approximately 70 or so degrees.
Oh wow.
The rain was from humidity.
Gotcha.
But the overall event did get cold enough to get into the 40s. But by the time it got to that cold, it was no longer raining. So we didn't get like, because a lot of times when it's really cold and it rains, you get hail.
Right.
We didn't quite get hail. But we got the rain when it was still like 70 degrees. And then later on in the night, it got even colder and colder. And we got to where it was down to like 40-something degrees.
I do not do well in that cold.
For that area, for Wasteland, I mean, when we go to Wasteland, it can go from 110 during the day to like 50 at night. Well, at Neotropolis, it was like 70 during the day, like 40 at night.
Oh.
But when it rained, it was still like about 70 degrees. So it was like hot humidity.
So I'm going to be walking around in my sleeping bag. Got it.
But when it's raining, you want to be wearing like something that will help you with the heat, but also waterproof. It's a weird mixture.
Yeah.
So I got a couple comments.
Yes.
Due to the incident we just had right there, Mad Red goes, and Hatter just dropped the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Punchos.
Cowfuckers go, it's the birthplace of our name. We will be there every year. Exactly. That's how
awesome.
That's how the Cowfucker started. I remember that. And it was a beautiful birthday when I was there. I saw you come out of the womb and just started fucking up the whole fucking place.
Yeah, I was there too for that one. I missed this year, but I made last year. So yeah, I was there for the Cowfuckers. Hopefully I'll make the next one.
Yeah, I want to try to check it out. Now 2/3 of the house has been there. Like, okay, we can
I would have liked to have gone this year. Like I've told a bunch of people, I had just started. I'm still pretty new to the job I have now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there about a month. I just didn't have the extra cash. Because I was out of work for a bit, I had bills to catch up on, and I just didn't have the extra money to make Uncle Zeke's.
I just had the Royal Rumble and I didn't want to miss it.
Like, I had to catch up on my car payment, I had to catch up on my credit card, a whole bunch of other adult shit where it's like, yay, I finally have a regular income again, and look, it's all gone already.
Damn.
That's kind of how my time went. So, I was glad that Commodore went. I was really excited that my girl went, because her and I had went last year, and her and I had told each other, like, hey, I can't afford to go this year. She was like, oh, I also can't afford to go this year. Because we had both just recently started new jobs. And then when she got a call, like, Saturday from Mama Cow, like, hey, girl, you got to come out. I want to see you. I got you a free ticket. Of course she showed up. And her and Mama Cow are, like, best friends. I was like, and my girl's an introvert. So I was like, oh, Mama Cow invited you? Fucking go and hang out with your bestie. Go have fun, you know? Don't fucking not go because I'm not there. Go have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What to do with them?
So Bad Rat goes, the Cowfuckers emerged just like Ace Ventura from the Rhino.
That poster is currently behind our wall.
So,
yeah, it's back there.
I need to say something before I forget.
Yes.
I already forgot one, so I'm just gonna fucking just say one of them.
Yes.
So, a story with Cow Mama.
Yes.
That happens on the night where she pretty much just disappeared, I assume with Larry. She wakes up one morning, pretty much nothing but someone else's trench coat.
Yes.
It might have been mine.
No, it's not.
Because Larry had mine.
It's not yours.
Okay, fair.
It's not yours. I know yours. And they acknowledge whose it was.
Okay.
Okay.
So here she is with her tits and vag out, trying to remember what happened to her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to go get some food at the food truck, and I'm hearing a bit of a situation.
Okay.
Because I remember where Calmama's hat was. Because
Okay.
I saw it at the Goat Heads night before. So some people recognize, like, hey Danny, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm heading to Goat Heads. I pick up Calmama's hat, and I'm like, oh, we have it. And I'm like, oh yeah, and they showed the hat, and they picked it up. Like, oh yeah, we also have she also has our sleeping bag.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, we apparently she got to the point where she decided to rip her own panties off and yeet them towards a tree. And some of the people know that she was probably intoxicated, so they try to get her to sleep, to go go sleep. So they put her in their tent in the sleeping bag, and apparently she decided to later run off with the sleeping bag.
Damn.
So I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I will go back to the camp and see if I can find this sleeping bag. I asked for a description. They gave me the description. So cool. As I'm walking, I come across that certain tree, and sure enough, there's Calum's panties. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure she would want these.
Yeah.
So I pick them up. So I'm holding them like this as they just dangle off my fingertips. And I'm holding the hat. I put the hat on top of my hat, and I just walk down. And I'm like, hey, Mama, I got something for you. I found your hat and your panties. Also, I need that sleeping bag. So I get him back. She was very thankful, also a bit embarrassed.
Yeah.
It happens.
And apparently she left the sleeping bag out overnight, so all the mildew and condensation kind of just like drenched the sleeping bag. Where it's pretty much destroyed.
Sometimes.
Yeah. It's an old sleeping bag. All the cotton shit's all kind of flattened, powdered out.
Ninja!
So I hand him over like back to the sleeping bag. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. She left it outside. So the guy's like, oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna go head over to Walmart and get a new one. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, you did good. Thank you. I'm glad she's doing okay. Etc. 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 So I told her the situation. She felt bad, so she later compensated the charge of the new sleeping bag for the poor guy.
That's good.
But it was a really interesting scavenging hunt that I knew I was going to be a part of, where I'm finding miscellaneous clothing of Cow Mama.
Mm-hmm.
I adore the shit out of that woman, and I'm happy for her.
Oh yeah, like I got another phone call Sunday morning, and it's my girl, and she's gathering all of her stuff, and she's got Cow Mama with her, and they call me, and she's like, "Hey, I'm doing better. I made it through the night. Like I slept in my car, and now we're going around saying goodbye to everybody." And she's like, "Oh yeah, here's Cow Mama," and I'm like, "Oh, we're on a video call, so I can see Cow Mama." And she's like, "Oh yeah, she's gonna take me around. We're gonna find her stuff and my stuff." And my whole point is like, at events like this, like we all drink, we all do whatever. If you come across somebody who is more drunk or more high than you are, and you can help them out if you're sober or not, help them. Because I would tell you this, like last year when we were at Uncle Zeke's, when my girl and Cow Mama made friends, they went to the bathroom, they exchanged clothing, They both got ready. By the end of the night, they were both go-go dancing. They were wearing a mixed match of each other's clothes because they were like, "Oh, my top looks great on you, and your panties look good on me." And like they went back and forth, and they made the best outfit they could both make out of what they both had.
Yeah.
And they were both having a blast and having fun and partying and dancing. I will encourage that. Make new friends, go out and have a good time. By the end of the night, be like, "Hey, you got me, I got you, we're taking care of each other." That's the way it should go. Go ahead.
So, I remember the other topic I wanted to say before I forgot it.
Yes.
Because again, I keep losing track because there's so many conversations happening around.
Yes.
So, Go Ahead brought in an interesting, unique device that
Okay.
is known around like TikTok and other social media. Basically, those like Rock'em Sock'em style robots, but the bodies are beer cans, and they're holding giant hammers.
Yes.
Smash the other person's beer can.
I mean, it sounds amazing. I've never seen it in person.
Well, no one
It's
has. It's because it's only been on media.
Okay.
Commander Bacon
Mm-hmm.
built his own version of this structure.
Sounds fucking
And
right.
everybody was using this, and it was so insane. So much beer fuzz was just flashing over the fucking place. It was like a gory battle and shit, but it's just beer. Well, of course, everyone's using cheap beer. We're not using the good beer.
Good.
But it looked awesome. I took photos, I took videos, so hopefully that gets uploaded to the channel here soon as the combined video we're trying to build.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other things happen at Uncle Zeke's that I might bring up in future episodes. I just can't fully remember them right now, and I didn't have time to like take notes or anything like that. But we're all getting close to our closing. Actually, we're past our closing.
Yeah.
So I will want to announce this, that our next show in a couple weeks, we will have Doc Schofield from the Schofield Drifters as a special guest for our show.
Looking forward to that for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
he's looking forward to that.
Awesome.
He's excited. I was talking to him a lot over at Uncle Zeke's, and he can't wait to come over
Nice.
and hang out with us.
Aw.
So that should be the 25th of February, I believe. I'll set the event page out later soon as best I can and work out dates. Hopefully this one can get a flyer out in time so we can slap his face on our logo
Yes.
before I can make the event page, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I believe that will about wrap it up for tonight's show. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. What's up?
Go ahead.
Honorary fuck you, yes. I'm gonna give it out to multiple people tonight. Give it out to people of Nuke Yule,
Yup.
the fuck you of the night.
Fuck you.
Give it out to people from Uncle Zeke's Nuclear Winter.
Fuck you.
I'm about to give it out to people for the Age of Rust and Fire, which is happening this next coming weekend.
Whoop.
So basically, this fuck you goes out to all the small venues,
Yes.
to all the small events
Yes.
to help our community grow.
Yes.
Give yourselves a local meetup to help our event grow.
Show you that there's not just Wasteland Weekend and there's other Wasteland events while you wait for Wasteland Weekend.
Yes.
And just
Nope.
be, so that way you can still be be with the community. Don't have to wait a whole another fucking year and just be with each other, grow, and do a bunch of new Wasteland shenanigans, etc.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, our fuck you goes out to all the people who plan all the small local events. Right now, primarily Uncle Zeke's and Nuke Yule
Mm-hmm.
and Rust and Fire. Age of Rust and Fire.
Yes. So that's it.
Yep, so, in closing, I am the Commodore.
I am Hatter of the Waste,
This has been Figment.
running for
What?
mayor.
I still have a little bit left. Legit little. Yeah.
Alright. We're about to post the video up here soon. Hopefully you're cutting off that mic and start doing the...
Yes.